Hi everyone, it's Raquel Bowman here, and this week on the Pink Paislee blog our theme is Scraplift. So I decided today with my two cards that I'm making to create one card and then scraplift that card to create a second card. So you're going to see with my second card how my first card inspired that design. So to begin with, I've begun with two 4x6 card bases in white cardstock, and I've cut a smaller piece, slightly smaller than 4x6, to fit on top of that card base, as you can see there. And I'm using the gorgeous Take Me Away collection by Paige Evans for this one. What I start with doing once I have that pink base from the pattern paper there is I cut just about a 1-inch strip of paper, slightly smaller than the 6-inch in length, and I cut off some fishtail ends from either side just to create a fun little banner. Then what I'm going to do is some layering with some embellishments, and mainly using the ephemera pack. I grab one of the frames, which I'm popping up now with some foam adhesive, and that foam adhesive is only a thin foam adhesive, so it gives a slight bit of dimension, but it's not too bulky. And I'll adhere that to the center and the middle of the card base. Then from there, I'm going to layer some more embellishments. So I grabbed out this gorgeous floral frame, which I had not yet used, and I'm adhering that directly to the center of the card again. I was going to, or thinking about using that doily underneath that floral frame, and felt like it was going to get a little bit lost. So I painstakingly and carefully peel back that frame and apply the doily to that underneath, so that you can see some sneaks of that doily around those frames, but it's not overtaking the overall design. And it also adds a nice little bit of softness to that card and that femininity, I guess. Then on top of that cute little floral frame, I'm adding the sentiment Carpe Diem, and I'm adding that to the middle there, and I'm adhering that on foam as well. So you can see it's got a nice little bit of dimension. Did you see the silly thing I did there just then? I actually adhered the whole thing back to front on the card, so I end up peeling it off. Another little mistake there, but that's okay. I was able to fix it, and putting it on the card the right way up. I'm just bending in and upwards some of the edges to add that little extra bit of dimension, and then I'm shortly going to begin my second card. So I was really inspired by how this card came together, and I thought it would be a nice way of showing you that we don't have to scrap lift others. We can actually scrap lift our own designs, and it can be in cards or layouts or any project that we do. So here's my second card that I created, and I've used the same idea of layering, but what I actually do is I turn this card so that it's in portrait style. I apply a green base, so I'm using the same color palette, except I've sort of mixed it up. So instead of having that pink or purpley base, I'm using a green base this time. The frame is green this time, and that banner, fishtail banner that I cut out, I've used the purple or the remaining piece of that purpley coloured pattern paper. I've still used a doily, and the frame that I've used on this portrait style card is slightly bigger. Instead of the floral frame, I chose this cute tag, which I thought was a really nice little addition to a card, and it could be a card that you save for Valentine's or just to share with someone that you are thinking of them. So I adhere that very shortly to that middle of that frame and the middle of that card. And then once I have that down, I'm going to add some more layers of embellishments. Now for some reason my footage stopped a bit short of the filming of this last card, but I'll talk you through some of the things that I did. So what I'm doing now is just adding a little bit of extra foam adhesive at the top of that tag just to help it to pop out that little bit more. And to finish that card, I add a floral piece of ephemera and also one of the chipboard thickers, and then just a little phrase strip as well, and that pretty much finished the cards off. So here are my scrap lift cards. So I've used one design and created 2 cards using the same collection, and they complement each other with the same color palette as well. Thanks so much for watching this process today. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I'll be back soon on my YouTube channel with some more shares. Bye everyone.